Hey, easy now. There you go. Don't try to move around too much. If you try to move too quickly, you'll end up hurting yourself. A sedative will take time to work out of your system. Sorry about that. I had to err on the side of caution when it came to the dosage. But you'll be right as rain soon enough. Don't worry, you're safe. I know you're scared, but you're in good hands. I promise. I'm sorry I had to do this, but if you knew what I did, you'd understand. I know you think I'm crazy, but please, hear me out. Just listen. Not that you have much of a choice, honestly, but maybe it'll help. Like club you work at? The guys there? I know them. Well, not know them, but I've been around them before. I know what they do to people. You see, my father, he used to own a shop, not too far from Main Street. I think a flower store took over the space recently. Anyway, he ran this shop since we moved to the city a few years back, but the business was not doing great. It looked like he'd have to close up just to keep our family's head above water. But then, he mentioned he met with a business partner. Said he'd invest in my father's business venture. He wouldn't have to close down. All he had to do was swap out some stock for more, in-demand products. And then, seemingly overnight, the business was thriving. He earned more money in a week than he'd previously made in a year. His new cash flow actually paid off my pre-med. But then, afterwards, things started to escalate. He'd have late-night calls with this business partner. From what I overheard, he wanted more money from him. But my father, I don't know, I guess he didn't want to be controlled anymore. It threatened to bring it up with the mayor. Well, after that, it got worse. These tough-looking goons would visit the store. They wouldn't see anything, but they'd loiter around the place, scaring away the customers. My father, at first, ignored it. Then, the windows of the shop would get smashed. He even got a note to saying, "Pay up, or pay the price." But Dad, he was stubborn. Said he'd worked too hard to let some thugs push him around. But I could see it in his eyes. He was scared. Then, one day, we get one final message. They called the house directly. I was the one who answered. This voice was real calm, real polite. But he said, "Tell your old man, his time's up." Dad packed a bag that night. Said we'd go to the safe house together in the morning, lay low until he could figure something out. Yeah, this place? This is the safe house. From the outside, it looks abandoned on all sides, while the central building is fully functional. Electricity, water, heat. My father must have really greased some palms to get this made, especially without raising any red flags from the council. He kept our emergency supplies here. Medicine, food, money. He thought of everything. Even lined the walls with lead sheeting. No cell signals get in or out. We're completely off the grid. But then, he left to go to the shop one final time. He wanted to take some family mementos with us, but he never came back. Ever since, I've been hunting down the bastard who did this. It was only fairly recently I figured out who this so-called business partner's name was. Vincent Belosi. Apparently this guy runs his businesses off the books. And he's got a lot of very influential people under his thumb. And also, he runs that club he worked at. You see, it's not just a club. It's a front. Money laundering. Maybe even worse. You probably thought that you were just serving drinks to rowdy customers. But I bet you've seen things, haven't you? Things you probably shouldn't have. When you told me about those goons assaulting you there, I just couldn't stand by and watch it happen again. Not when I could do something about it. You might think you could handle it, but you're in over your head. Trust me, I would know. I'm not the bad guy here. I'm only trying to keep you safe. It feels like you're the only good thing that's happened to me in a long time. I know this seems wrong. I know you're scared. But you're alive. And that's more than I can say for my father. Dad used to say, sometimes you have to make the hard choices to save someone, even if they hate you for it. You'll understand eventually. Don't worry, I'll take care of you. I've got everything you could possibly need. And when I can make sure the Belosis aren't a threat anymore, then I'll let you go. But until that day comes, you're staying right here, where they can't find you. Where they can't hurt you, like they hurt him. I'm going to check outside again, just to make sure we weren't followed. There's water by your left hand, when you can move it properly again. Food, too. Try to get some rest. Someday, you'll thank me for this.